Well, it's the first day of spring, and you know what that means? The dreaded spring cleaning has to start now, and sometimes it's hard to know where to start or even what product to use on some of those areas that you don't clean all the time. So joining us now this morning is Josh Kennedy from First Coast Home Pros with some tricks of the trade for cleaning up. So we're here in spring. What happens to our houses between, during the winter time? I imagine a whole culmination of just dirt everywhere.
That's right, and we just let them go. We hunker down during the winter, and we decide we don't really feel like doing any cleaning, and then all of a sudden we get motivated when the sun comes out.
So where do you start?
Well, you have to decide whether you're going to start inside or out, but I recommend keeping it simple. And with your cleaning process inside, you always want to start at the top and work your way down.
That makes sense. Yeah, because, sometimes when you do the bathroom, sorry, I do this sometimes, but you clean the counter first, and then you're like, oh, wait, the mirror, and then it gets all over the counter again.
Exactly.
So what are some other tips like that? And just some small things, I think people forget about the baseboards and...
They do, yeah, and I really recommend keeping it simple, especially when referring to your process and also your cleaning solutions. You always want to keep it simple.
So what are some of those cleaning solutions that we see here?
Well, some of the best ones here are the ones without the fanciest labels. One of my favorites is hydrogen peroxide. You can use this on a lot of synthetic fibers, and you can do it on organic stains. And another is a squeegee here. It looks pretty nondescript, but when it comes to cleaning windows, everybody wants to know what the magical trick is, and really it's a squeegee.
So inside, and then you also said outside. What are you focusing on the outside?
Well, we've had a particularly rainy winter, and so all that moisture causes a lot of mildew to grow, a lot of algae, and so when we clean roofs, siding, there's a lot of mildew and algae that we need to remove.
And if you don't jump in there now in spring, what can happen over the spring and then summertime? I mean, I imagine it just gets worse.
Yep, the warmth and humidity of the summer, it just gets worse, and if you've got wood, you can get rotten wood as a result. So maintenance is really important, especially here in Florida.
So what's the most dreaded place to clean that you hear, besides the toilet?
Yeah, a toilet is not anyone's favorite, but also on the exterior, a lot of people really don't enjoy cleaning gutters. They don't enjoy cleaning roofs because it's dangerous, and it requires special training to do it.
You mentioned to me that, if you don't want to do the cleaning yourself, you can bring all this stuff to people's houses and handle it for them. Do you find a lot of people go that route?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's something that it's easy to do. It's less expensive than you think to have a professional do it. And people find that they really enjoy the relaxation it brings them.
I know when I just moved out of my apartment that I was in before, I had to there was a checklist, and if it wasn't cleaned immaculately, then they would charge you. So you probably have a lot of customers like that, or like you said, people who physically just can't get up on the roof, right?
Absolutely, we do. And we've got a lot of information as well on our website, firstcoasthomepros.com, that you can gain about lists that we can do for, like you said, an apartment move out or whatever the case may be.
And I imagine if you just keep up with it every 2 weeks during the wintertime, you don't get to this point where you're overwhelmed with this whole spring cleaning thing. Even though it's seasonal, maintenance is key.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Maintenance is key, and ongoing maintenance, even when you're not particularly motivated to do it. Yep.
All right. Thanks so much.